Good morning, Pelham Road. Rise and shine. Time to get out there and get going. I want to show you a piece of artwork before we begin, since I'm here in my office. This is not from me. This is a drawing by an artist called The Naked Pastor. Hopefully you can see that. Not much glare on it. And hopefully you can see what's going on there. You can see that all of us humans have our pencils out. We're drawing lines that divide us, lines that separate us, lines that tell others who we are and who they are, wanting everybody to stay on their side of the line. And there's Jesus. He doesn't have his pencil out. He's got his eraser out. He's erasing the lines. He's trying to do everything he can to bring us together and not separate us. One of my favorite prints. If you look at it really carefully, you can see this guy over here is kind of upset. He's upset that Jesus is erasing the line. He likes the lines. He likes us versus them. And there's some religious folks that do. But Jesus wasn't one of those. He didn't like the lines and the us versus them. Well, anyway, please go over and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd appreciate it. We really would. And while you're over there subscribing to that, there's another YouTube channel I wanted to tell you about called Great Art Explained. So you're going to go subscribe to Pelham Road Baptist Church YouTube. And then you're going to take a look at Great Art Explained. Great Art Explained is a site that explains great pieces of art all around the world that you could probably never travel and see. And they do it all in 3 to 5 minutes. And so instead of hitting that refresh button on your computer and spending all your time, I don't know, looking at the news or looking at America's Funniest Home Videos or those cat videos, which are funny, I grant you that. But instead of doing that, look at Great Art Explained. You might learn something new and find some inspiration. Great Art Explained. All right. So, does anybody have the corner on the truth? Well, of course not. We'd all admit that we don't have the corner on the truth. But sometimes we act like it, don't we? In the faith I inherited, we thought the Presbyterians had some of it, but we believed we really had the truth. And the Jews and the Muslims, they didn't have any truth at all. They were just clueless. If our beginning point is, I have the truth and others are wrong, then the only way for that to end, there's only one way for that to end, is that's them converting to my position. I think the fundamentalist believer of any stripe would explain it this way. We are chosen people. We got the truth. Sorry, you didn't get it. But we got it. We know it. We're going to tell it to you. So if you disagree with us, you got to be killed. That's the Spanish Inquisition. Or, you got to be converted. Or we'll ridicule you. But that's your choices because we've got the truth. You see, that's going to always be conflicting, isn't it? As long as the other is not somebody who could be different, but has to be wrong, then that's a lot of trouble. And when you think that you've got the corner on truth, you're not saying other people are different. You're saying other people are wrong. And this attitude goes way beyond religion. It infiltrates how we stack a dishwasher or how we cut grass or how we invest or the correct way to police or the correct way to protect the border. This attitude of intolerance does not lead to barbecue picnics. It really escalates to hate. Intolerance, as I see it, depends on a black and white view of the world. Us versus them. Just like that drawing. People who are correct and people who are wrong. Not different, but wrong. It plays out almost daily. The hallmark of intolerance is the idea that those who disagree with us really need to join us. They really do. They need to just come across the aisle. They need to just come over here with us. I sometimes just sit and think, if this was practiced in nature, the oak tree, which is a majestic tree, would not rest until all the pine trees got rid of those ridiculous cones and joined the oak trees. or the daylily would demand that the gardenia stop its aromatic ways and become a daylily. I mean, when you put it like that, you can see the futility of it all. We always view ourselves as the one standing for the truth. In reality, though, we may be that oak tree looking down with disdain on all the other trees. We may be that oak tree just looking down at the redbuds or the poplars or the pines and the aspens, wondering, why can't those trees see the light? Our stubborn belief that our God-ordained job is to convert others to whatever our position is on whatever the subject, that's the problem. Whether it be religion or how to stack a dishwasher, we can be too dogmatic. Now, I've lived on this earth for over 50 years, and I have never seen someone present an argument about the best way to handle money in such a way that another person heard the argument and said at the end, golly, jeez, I've been doing it wrong all this time. I know that's hard to believe, but I've lived here 50 years and I have never seen somebody just use words, just convince somebody and they go, oh, golly, geez, that is news to me. You are so right. On the other hand, I have seen people live with such discipline concerning money, putting God first and saving for a rainy day second, paying their bills third, and using any money they have left for fun things to do. I have seen people live that way in such a way that people around them have picked that up by osmosis. I have. People walk away from previous held positions frequently. But it's not because they are outwitted or outshouted. It's because they see an example that they want to emulate. I describe this stubborn vocal intolerance. We see it and we hear it every day. It needs to be replaced, and I suggest that we replace it with respect. You know, people who practice respect are slower to judge others. There are people who have behaviors that are out of line with maybe what we believe. But these particular things that they're doing, they don't hurt anybody. They're just different from what we believe. Have respect for that. Respect calls for empathy. Respect calls for forgiveness. The sooner we recognize that we are fallible, the more respect we can offer. By admitting our humanity, we can let go of past mistakes and not feel like we have to control everybody else. There's an old prayer, I guess I've known it for 25 years and used it for 25 years. It's very short, but it's a prayer that helps me stay sane on many occasions. It's from William Penn. It goes this way. And you know who William Penn is. He started the state of Pennsylvania, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The Quaker, William Penn. O Lord, help me not to despise or oppose what I do not understand. That's probably a good place to start. Have a great day.